Here they come, man. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is I'm on top of the building this time, but they know I'm here. So, one of the first things I noticed in my targeting was that every time I came here, right, an ambulance come past on the spot. This is Chesterfield, by the way. I come through here a fair amount, and the perps know that, so I'm not really bothered about saying it. But they always send an ambulance along this bottom stretch of road here. Yeah, so I like coming up here because you get a good view of the town. I used to live near here. I live in Sheffield now. Yeah, just get a good view. Yeah, I used to come up here and I used to notice that every time I came here they would send an ambulance along this bottom road, and it still happens to this day that every time I come here an ambulance is sent along the bottom road. So yeah, every time, and today's no exception really. I was targeted quite bad yesterday, and they sent a lot of one brake light cars, and I kind of had an argument with because this is what this program does. It does make you more angry, it does make you more negative sometimes, and yesterday was a prime example. I had an argument with my grandma and granddad, and my mum swore a bit. Basically, I better go down from here a bit because there's a pig at the bottom, and I don't like the pigs, and they target me with them. They'll probably come up here and make some bullshit excuse, and there's some graffiti up here, so they'll probably make an excuse saying I'm graffitiing or some shit, because they'll set you up. I like coming up here for the view, but yeah, pigs just see me, so. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, we act like pigs. I'll call you pigs because you're harassing me and you don't help anyone. You work for the biggest pigs of all, which is the government, and you don't give a fuck about. You've shown plenty of times you only care about your paycheck or, you know, abusing people. You don't care about what's right and wrong, so I've got no respect for the police. I've respect for ambulances and fire engines, even though they target me. I've got no respect for the ones that target me, though. If you target me and you're a member of the ambulances or whatever, I don't respect you. So, but yeah, I can't remember what I was saying now. But yeah, I've seen pigs come up here before and harass people, so I'm gonna go down. But yeah, like I said, I used to come up here and just chill. But, you know, as a TI you have to be careful, because like I said, there's graffiti up here and they might try and frame you or say that you're doing some shit, so I like to stay on the move so they can't really you know, bother you and that. But I have no idea how high up this place is. here. It's like it's grimy area, man. Like, I like coming up here for the view, man. But yeah, that's what I was saying about my family and that. So yeah, I'd had a blowout over that and kind of, you know, got in trouble and shit. That's not me targeting anyone, that's what I was wrote on the wall. Someone's gone across it, which is good. Fucking all CNI bullshit. But yeah, yeah, it's like I was saying in this program, it makes you more negative and kind of aggressive, and you have to be careful sometimes because you can lose your cool and upset people. But to be fair, my family, my mum was targeting me whether she knew or not, and she was targeting me. She was coughing and doing the double cough, and I've told you before that I think they've been brainwashed and shit. But yeah, I mean, I was getting nagged at by my grandma, and they kept nagging me all day, and I was tired, and it got to me, and I kind of flipped. I didn't do anything physical, but I just kind of, you know, lost my cool and swore a bit, and basically was very short with them. But, you know, I was sleep deprived, I hadn't slept much, and that's how it affects you when you don't have much sleep. You can't control your emotions as much as when you do have sleep. I got a decent sleep last night, but like I said, when you're sleep deprived, it does affect you. Yeah, my granddad is. I tried to phone up my granddad and apologise. He's like, "Oh, I don't forgive you." So, you know, I just hung up the phone straight away. I don't have time for that. If they're not going to forgive me, then you're not my granddad. You know what I mean? If you're not going to forgive me for something like that, it's not like I'll beat you up or something, or fucking, you know. I mean, I noticed last year I went fishing with my granddad, and he was very negative with me, very almost hostile towards me, and very short with me. So, you know, he's done the exact things that I did with him. So, if he ain't gonna forgive me and shit, then basically, you know, you're a hypocrite. But I'm wondering if they went to him and told him some lies about me, or twisted truths, and kind of said I'm this and that and shit. Basically, my family have not been the same with me ever since I got arrested a few years ago. Here they come again. See, this is the constant harassment that goes on. That's a police car. But that's just an example of the constant harassment that goes on. So it doesn't really bother me much anymore because I'm not used to it now. But yeah, as I was saying, like, my granddad was being very funny with me and kind of very short with me. When I was fishing, I'd make a mistake and he'd start swearing and stuff. But you know, I'm not an expert fisherman, and I'm not here to be abused. So I kind of stood up for myself, and I don't know. I don't think he liked that. But I like my grandma more than my granddad. I get on with her better. When it comes to my family, I get on with my dad better than my mum. But I get on with my grandma, you know, better than my granddad, somewhat. So let's go down here 'cause it's quiet. But yeah, it's like just had a argument pretty much. And, I apologised. I did the right thing. I tried to apologise, but if they're not going to accept your apology and say they're not going to forgive you, then you can't really do much. You know what I mean? Well, they're quite old-fashioned. Granddad's very kind of old-fashioned and not very. He doesn't see your point of view. I've never felt like he's liked me my whole life. To be fair, I've never really associated with my granddad much. I've always associated with my grandma more. She's always been more friendly and more kind to me. I don't know if what happened yesterday will affect that, but they're getting old, and they're got to remember as well that when they get old, some people have a short temper and get stroppy with you. Well, it's just an example of how this targeting affects you, because it does affect your emotions, it does affect your judgment, it can affect your sleep, which is what they want, and it does affect you. I'm not going to lie and say I'm invulnerable to this program, because I'm not. I'm highly resistant to it, as I've learned to resist it psychologically and mentally and physically also throughout my targeting. And I'm quite a newbie to this targeting, because I've only been I've been profiled I think since 2010, 11, maybe before, but my psychological harassment has only been really for the past 2 years. So I'm quite new to this program, and I'm lucky in the fact that I'm not just boasting, but I know I'm an intelligent person, so I took advantage of that, and I've done my homework on the tactics that are used, and gotta thank Nappy. Here they come again, see? Do you see the pattern here? It's not a coincidence. So you'll see, this is the constant harassment that happens as a TI. Might see it if it comes around. But like I was saying, I want to thank Nappyhead Roots, Nigel Nicholson, and several other TIs who I can't remember the name, for their videos and talk shows for helping to inform me. And I also want to thank obviously James Holloway for supporting and that and all that. But yeah, don't let them make you think that posting stuff about your targeting isn't helping, because it does help. It's helped me. People have done talking about these programs. I think I would have had a mental breakdown if I hadn't learned the strategies of the targeting, because I knew someone from the start nearly. I knew someone was targeting me. I didn't know why. I didn't know who was doing it. I thought it was purely the Freemasons, but now I know it's a government-run program. There's probably Freemasons involved, but I know now that it's government-run. I know it's a psychological program similar to McUltra. I know that pretty much all the Western NATO countries are participating in this, because I've been to